Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, students. So today we are back with the with the lesson PT Usha. In your readers, unit number 7A, PT Usha. As explained in the previous class, PT Usha was the greatest athlete of her time. Greatest athlete of her time. So she has won many medals, regardless of Olympics, Commonwealth or Asian Games. So her journey started when a physical education teacher observed her playing with her friends at a corner of street. He examined her tricks while running, and he thought that she can be our next athlete. From that day, Balakrishna took permission from her parents and started training her. She was great at learning, and at the same evening at 4:50 p.m. she heard this magical words, get it, Satyama, said heard this magical words, and she knew what to do and how to do. Though at that time everything she was confused, she faced many faults during her training period, but none came in between when she was on the race field. When she was 11 years old, she took her first race in the district meet, and she participated in long jump, high jump, 100-meter and 200-meter race, and she stood first. She was not good at not only in academic, she was not only good at field, but she was also good at academic as well. She was among the one of the three toppers among in her class. She got highest ranks in the 7th class. So this was the story that we have, this was this brief explanation that we have studied in our previous class. Now I shall be continuing the next. Usha joined the sports division of Canore to improve her sport talent. She was left in the safe hands of C.H. Patil, the headmaster of the school. It was at Canore that another great master fired her imagination so much that together they achieved impossible. His name was Madhavan Nambiar. Now, when Usha joined the sports division at Canore to improve her talent, she was under the safe hands of C.H. Patil, the headmaster of the school. Now she has met her the another coach named Madhavan Nambiar, who trained her to actually compete in Olympics and further different games. Now, together they achieved a lot, and which was impossible. The coach and PT Usha. By 1977, Usha and Nambiar were inseparable. Nambiar had found the ward he had been waiting for all his life, and Usha had found her guru. Nambiar would from now on care for her like a father. Usha's meticulous and systematic training began in earnest. Usha had a regular training done on the beach of Paoli. So, she preferred to be trained alone, for the vastness of the beach gave her a sense of freedom. She ran joyfully and freely. She derived the strength from the serenity and the peace of her beloved Kerala surroundings. Namyar introduced his sand training in her programs to enhance her performance in the athletes. Just after the 1982 New Delhi Asian Games, sand training had enhanced the performance of many great athletes, from Edwin Moses to top flight Indian athletes like Mikha Singh to Sriram Singh. Now, as Usha and Nambiar were so in deep, they were so followed by one another. By 1977, they became inseparable. Nambiar got the ward. Got the ward. That means Nambiar got a person or kid that he could train and that he was looking all his life, whereas our Usha got the guru and who could train her, him, who can train her to achieve her dreams. Okay, now this Nambiar took care of Usha like a father. Okay, like a father. With Usha gave all the respect to Nambiar. Usha's meticulous in the means detailed and systematic training helped her to fulfill her dream. So Usha had a great training, and her training started early in the morning on the beaches of Kerala. The beach, why this training took place on the beaches was because beaches was very vast, and they were only for there were only single practicer, that was Usha can practice along to her, and she can derive all the energy from the scenery, from the peace of the beaches. Not only that, she loved beaches of Kerala so much that she could run through it with all the joy and all the fun and freely. So this could strengthen this. So in spite of this, Nambiar introduced her to the sand training. Now this sand training was the prominent part in the Usha's training, so that Usha could get the highest version of training when it comes to running. This sand training was taken by many great athletes like Edwin Moses, and Indian athletes like Mikha Singh and Sriram Singh. Now, Usha's athletic achievements were well known to almost all Indians. 2 silver medals in 1982 New Delhi Asian Games, 4th place in 400 meter at the 1984 Jakarta Asian Meet, and 4 golds and 1 silver at the 1986 Asian Game in Seoul. P.T. Usha's story is that of the gifted child from humble origins achieving international success through the sheer dedication and immense hard work. Never in the history of independent India has the youngster from the remote background town of a rural origin caught the imagination of youth in particular and the public in general, as Usha has, said the professor of English in Usha's hometown. Now, Usha's athletic career was well known by many Indians. She has won many medals, but her career started with 2 silver medals in the 1982 in New Delhi Asian Games, and she stood 4th place in 400 meter at the Jakarta Asian Meets, and 4 golds and silvers in 1986 Asian Games in Seoul. Seoul is a place in Korea. Now, P.T. Usha is a gifted child. P.T. Usha was a gifted child from humble origin. Though her parents were too humble, they came from the middle class family, but they were so keen and so open-minded that they allowed their daughter to go and to fulfill her dream in the international success. And she got her international success through her dedication and to her perspective of winning and gaining. Now, she had to do this remote hard work, and she never had the history. Now, our independent India never had a history that a commoner, a middle class who came from a humble family with little origins or from a rural area could achieve so much international success. Now, she was not only good, but she achieved a lot with her parents' support and obviously through her coaches like Balakrishna and Namber. So these were a little story about P.T. Usha. P.T. Usha's story shows us how dedication and how a positive perspective is important to achieve something. If you want to achieve or fulfill your dreams fulfill your dreams or your parents' dreams, you need to be dedicated and you need to strive hard, or you need to do hard work for it. Hopefully everyone got an idea about the hard work and dedication you need to put to fulfill your dreams. Hopefully I'll be meeting you in the next class. Allah Hafiz everyone.